In this lesson, we're going to be learning how to resolve expressions into partial fraction. We're given this question 7x minus 1 over, in parentheses, 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Then we ask to resolve this into partial fraction. Now, we know that if you have 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3, this is equals to 5 over 3. Now, with partial fraction, we can take this from being 5 over 3 to 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3. So this is what partial fraction is all about. How do we get back this from this? That is partial fraction. So we're going to be solving this given question. We're going to be finding the individual terms that made up this whole term here. So we're given 7x minus 1 over 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. So this, we are going to equate it to a divided by 3x minus 1 plus b over 2x plus 3. Now, why did we choose only a and b and didn't include c? Now, this is because the denominator of this left hand side is made up of two terms that are multiplying each other, and then if you FOIL these two terms, you are going to get x squared. So because we have these two here, it means that the constants we are going to write here are going to be only two constants. Now, if you FOIL the denominator and the constant is here is 7 or 5, that is the degree of this x, it means that you're going to have that number of constants. For example, if you have x raised to the power 5, the number of constants we're going to have will be 5. If you have x raised to the power 4, the number of constants we're going to have is 4. So the number of constants we're going to have is going to be equal to the degree of the polynomial that's going to form when you FOIL the denominator of the expression we're given. Now, how do we clear this left hand side? We want to have only this at the left hand side. So how do we do that? Now, let's multiply both sides of this equation with the LCM of this and this. So the LCM happens to be this. Alright, that is combining the two terms at the denominator. So let's do that. We have 7x minus 1 divided by 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Now let's multiply this with all of this. We have 3x minus 1, we have 2x plus 3. This is the LCM. Then we have equals to a over 3x minus 1. Now multiplied by this LCM again, we have 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Then plus b over 2x plus 3. Then multiplied by, we have 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Now, from the left hand side, this and this will cancel. Alright, we'll be left with 7x minus 1 then equals to, then at the right hand side we have 3x minus 1, we cancel 3x minus 1, then we will have a, that is a multiplied by 2x plus 3, then we have plus b. Now we have 2x plus 3, we will cancel this 2x plus 3, we'll be left with b multiplied by 3x minus 1. Now we're going to have 7x minus 1 equals to, let's multiply a by 2x plus 3. So a times 2x is going to give us 2ax plus a times 3 is equals to 3a. Now plus, let's use b and open the brackets. B times 3x will give us 3bx. B times negative 1 will give us negative b. So we have 7x minus 1 is equals to, let's collect like terms. Let's combine this term that has x variable and then also this term. So we have 2ax plus 3bx. Now let's write the remaining ones. We have plus 3a minus b. So we're going to have 7x minus 1 equals to, now let's factor out x and x here because they are common. So we have, but then let's write the remaining ones first. We're going to have 2a plus 3b all multiplied by x, then plus 3a minus b. Now the next we're going to do here is to compare coefficients. So at the left hand side of this equation we have x here, and then at the right hand side we have x here. So we're going to equate 7 and 2a plus 3b, and when we do that we're going to have 2a plus 3b is equals to 7. Now let's call this equation I, and then we're going to equate the constants minus 1 and 3a minus b. So we have 3a minus b is equals to negative 1. Now let's call this equation 2 or II. So we're going to be solving these two equations simultaneously, and the method we're going to be using is elimination method. So we find a way to make this term and this term to be equal so that we can subtract the two equations and then cancel out a and find b first. So in doing that, let's multiply the first equation by 3 and then multiply the second equation by 2. We're going to have 3 times 2a is equals to 6a plus 3 times 3b will give us 9b equals to 3 times 7 will give us 21. Now let's call this equation I. Then for the second equation we have 2 times 3a will give us 6a, then 2 times negative b will give us negative 2b equals to 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Then let's call this equation 4. Now let's subtract equation 4 from equation 3. So it's going to be equation 3 minus equation 4. So when we do that, we're going to have we have 6a plus 9b equals to 21, then minus 6a minus 3, this is 2b equals to negative 2. So 6a minus 6a is equals to 0. Minus times minus is plus. 9b plus 2b is equals to 11b. Then this is equals to minus times minus is plus. 21 plus 2 is equals to 23. So let's divide both sides by 11 to get rid of 11 from the left hand side. So this and this will cancel, and then we have that our b here is equals to 23 over 11, and then this is the value of b. Now to find the value of a, let's replace b with 23 over 11 in equation I. So we have 2a plus 3 multiplied by b here is 23 over 11, then equals to 7. So we have 2a plus 3 times 23 is equals to what? 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 2 is 6. So this 69 over 11 equals to 7. So we have 2a is equals to 7. Let's take this to the right hand side. It's going to be equals to 7 minus 69 over 11. So we have 2a is equals to, the same here is 11. Alright, so we have over 1 here. 11 divided by 1 is 11. 11 times 7 is 77. Then minus 11 divided by 11 is 1. 1 times 69 is equals to 69. Let me make a good space here. So we have 2a is equals to 77 minus 69 is equals to 8, then divided by 11. So let's divide both sides by 2. So this and this will cancel. We have that a is equals to 2 divided by 2 is 1, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So a is equals to 4 over 11. So this is the value of a. So the final answer to this question, we're going to have that 7x minus 1 over 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3 is equals to, now we're going to replace a with this value here, which is 4 over 11. So we have 4 over 11 multiplied by 1 over 3x minus 1, then plus b is equals to 23 over 11. We have 23 over 11 multiplied by, wait, let me make some space here. Then we have 1 divided by 2x plus 3. Now you can leave your answer this way. If you don't want to leave it this way, you can factor out 1 over 11 here and then 1 over 11 here and then combine it. Let me do that so that you understand it. Okay, so see what I mean. We have 7x minus 1 divided by 3x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Now this is going to be equals to, let's factor out 1 over 11. We have 1 over 11. Now we are going to be left with 4 divided by 3x minus 1, then plus 23. Now 23 times 1 is 23 divided by 2x plus 3. Then we close these two brackets. So this is equals to this. Alright, now thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with your friends, and drop your comments. Remember to keep learning. Enjoy the rest of your day.